What is up, guys? This is the Overleveled Podcast, episode 53. And man, these episodes just keep on going. I'm not going to lie. But we got a couple topics to talk about. I don't feel like this episode is going to be that long. It's just.
You say that, but then we go really long.
Hey, man, listen. This time, actually, last podcast, I think it was an hour and 40. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I think we're just because it's getting to Game Awards and stuff like that. There's not many topics to talk about, but nonetheless, we have a couple topics to talk about. You know, we got a couple games failing. We'll start with the first one with Fallout 76, a game made by Bethesda, a game that is awful, that needs a new engine, that needs to have good quests, that needs to have human NPCs, that needs to have like all the bugs out and shit like that. I was like, dude, I remember when like people are making fun of that game so hard, and I just find it funny. They had the compilation of Todd Howard talking about, yo, these textures are so good, the god rays are so amazing, and then when people are like, oh man, look at those god rays coming out of the ground, and I'm like, what the hell? It's like the sunbeam is coming straight from the ground. I was like, oh my freaking word. And it's just funny to me. There was a UK thing with the UK sales that I think the sales, I believe, are very low compared to Fallout 4.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know if it was 80% lower. Physical, we're talking about, but
yeah, it was
80% less than Fallout 4. And we don't know what digital is, but we can know how successful the game is by seeing the price. And right now, I think it's with Amazon or something like that. It's $35. The game is $35. So anybody that actually supported this game day one, you guys got played. $60. You guys paid $60. That's not including tax. You paid $60 and now it's $35. I don't know who's the bigger fool. It's like the consumers, believing in Bethesda, or Bethesda themselves deluding that they made an amazing product. Because if they actually do, man, they need to get new developers, to say the least. New QA testers as well, because I just don't understand. It's like, how do you make a buggier version of Fallout 4? And they just did it with Fallout 76. They don't have any interesting stories, no good side quests. And I just find it funny that there are some people defending it. Not gonna name names. That they're like, oh man, they didn't play the game. They don't know that it's bad. It's like, dude, I can see some live streams, bro.
Yeah, shut up, Tarhead. Oh man, we fall.
Oh, Hardhead. Oh man, he defended that. Did he actually pay $60? Because I hope he didn't.
I think he played like 35, 40.
Okay, because if he paid like that full price, dude, that's a big yikes.
I'm trying to sell it to people, but nobody wanted that game, so he's stuck with it.
Yeah, and also, get this. I think this is the digital store for Bethesda, the launcher for us PC gamers have to do, because they want to do their own launcher to have the most income possible, and that's why they're not doing putting it on Steam. I was like, okay, fine. Listen, there were people saying we couldn't connect with friends. This game isn't what I thought it was going to be. Hey, Bethesda, can I get a refund? They were like, don't worry about it. We'll get right on it. And then an email later, no, through our policies, you can't get refunds. It's like, then why say beforehand you were on it and don't worry about it? You'll most likely will get your refund back, and then just say that type of stuff. Like this news is going to get out. It's going to be more negative towards Bethesda. At least, give back the money to, show good PR, to show goodwill to the gamers. But, hey, man, Bethesda is getting worse, Remember their slogan? Yeah, we're about that single-player life. And it has microtransactions, too. Microtransactions on top of the mess.
They're one of the worst developers out right now, bro. Because,
Bethesda Game Studios, yeah.
They putting out games where modders have fixed all the issues you're having. Yeah,
they should get paid for that shit.
You can't just take the time hey, what is it that we're doing wrong that you guys are finding the bugs and fix it too? Like, ask them, bro, because like I'm pretty sure they would be willing to help you out. But no, it's like let's just put out this half-ass baked game and let like other people fix it, or just let the fans who are going to damage control be like, well, it's not finished yet. Like, bro, it's finished. It's out. It's a $60 product that people paid their money for. There's no excuses. It's none at all.
Dude, I remember when like people got attacked and like saying like, and I said the same thing. I was like, remember the beta was 2 weeks before the actual launch of the game, and I said this: they're not gonna fix any of these bugs by the time it launches. People are like, yeah, bro, it's gonna happen. Look at, we had a 50 gigabyte update, and now that game deleted. So, hey man, and it's like, dude, they weren't gonna fix it. It's literally a demo. It's a demo. It's not a fucking beta. 2 weeks before the game comes out, they're not gonna fix anything.
And you know what the funniest thing about that update was? Most of it was like not even really an update. It was like it was just a whole bunch of stuff that was just overwriting other files. So it's like half that stuff they could have cut that down and just like fix the code instead of like having that big ass patch. Like, it was they're ass backwards right now, bro. They need help. Somebody need to fucking tell Ty Howard to sit down. You're not doing us any favors, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I have no problem with Bethesda as a publisher when it comes to ID, as well as Arcane, and the people making Rage 2. I have no problems with them, or Evil Within. Like, I like those games, but them as a developer though, they're not in tune with modern gaming anymore. They are half-assing things. And they're competing, like the only competitors they have right now, CD Projekt Red. And listen, I was part of that group, not gonna lie. Like, I wanted Fallout 4 to be good. But I even said it to myself after playing Witcher 3, and they came out the same year. One came out in May, and then the other came out in November. And I was like, yeah, I don't think Fallout looks good compared to The Witcher 3. I'm still going to enjoy myself with Fallout 4. And no, I did not enjoy myself with Fallout 4. But, like... I just don't understand. Like, now, like, who is Bethesda really trying to compete with or try to innovate now? Because CD Projekt Red is going to start doing, like, it did it with The Witcher 3. It's going to do it with Cyberpunk 2077. And Starfield, they're using the same engine.
I have a feeling they might be trying to compete with, like, Blizzard or Square with, like, Final Fantasy 14 and like World of Warcraft. I think that's what Bethesda is moving towards, and I think that's a bad.
But that's funny because last year they were all about single player games.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because I think they've always been about single player games, and now they're moving towards multiplayer, which is like totally against their promises, I guess.
And the thing was, like, this is copy and pasted. This game is copy and pasted from Fallout 4. Like, the textures are even worse than Fallout 4.
Like, it looks worse than Fallout 4. And Fallout 4 just looked like a last generation game anyway. So,
yeah.
Like, I'm not surprised in PL1. The marketing was terrible. 2, it just looked bad. And, like, not even that, the demo had problems too. Like, the beta had problems. So that made people even less interested. So I'm not really surprised that it failed. And now Bethesda is going all in on it. It's like, why are you even trying? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but I think finally gamers and critics alike are standing up to them, because now we see the direct result that this game is not doing well. Pete Hines is in, hiding essentially, and I don't feel bad. Like, I really, really don't. To be completely honest, they needed this, and hopefully Starfield will get, I don't know, fixed, because we don't know what the game looks like. but hopefully, like they fix all those bugs. That there's no bugs or they're minor bugs, and the graphics look good and the gameplay is good, and it's actually an RPG because Fallout 4 was not really an RPG; it was a light RPG.
Yeah, at least what you said when it came to people like companies refunding. When Arkham Knight was broken, at least Rocksteady refunded everyone who got a PC copy.
No.
And not like Bethesda is doing here.
Yeah.
I know Arkham Knight is a different type of
game, it was a different situation in and of itself because Rocksteady didn't even, make the PT port.
Yeah, it was
outsourced.
It was outsourced.
Yeah. So, well, Talai, what do you think about the whole like Fallout situation and what's been happening with that?
I think the whole Fallout situation, Fallout 76 situation, is that they've screwed the fans, and it ruined a lot of people who pre-ordered the game expecting something hyped up, and then it went on sale a week or 2 weeks later, and basically people just got fucked over. That's the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm. All right. What about you, Jigga? Anything else on this matter?
Like, it sucks. I really feel like they didn't really have to do much for this game to be successful, bro. Just keep all the bugs out of the game and like have a little bit of story, and like that's all you need is a little bit of story because people want to have their fun with their friends. But if you just have a little bit of story, so like a person like me who don't like playing with people in certain games, it's like I can play by myself. But it's like, no, the story is boring. I'm not gonna sit here and just fucking be trying to listen to holotape and all I hear in the background is some dude who don't have push to talk on and he's yelling and like I can't understand the holotape, or sitting here and reading a computer in a computer. Like, bro, it's like what?
Yeah,
hey, bro, no. Yeah, bro. I just feel sorry for people who bought it day one. Like,
if they can't do anything about it, it's like it's what it is. And if they trade it in, if it's like PS4 and stuff like that too, it's like you're gonna get less money too. So,
yep.
Yeah, screwed. It's like there's certain games where you just kind of know that you should not pre-order day one, or anything like that. Like No Man's Sky, for instance. That was like I knew something was up. I didn't pre-order day one for that game, and a lot of people got hyped for it, but I knew something was up. And it's like other things like that too. It's like for instance, right? We'll go into it. Battlefield 5 didn't do so well.
Man. It's really not.
It did not do well. Even the delay didn't even help it. It could be a multitude of things. I really think, though, with the comments that were made, you did piss off part of the consumer, and no one really then cared about the game when saying if you don't like it, don't buy it. And they're like, okay, we won't buy it then. I think it's part of doing that, and a lot of like EA controversy as well. And also it's like there wasn't really any hyper excitement for it too, to say the least. And it did pretty bad compared to Battlefield 1, just like, Fallout 76 compared to Fallout 4. It did really low numbers, and they slashed the price 50%. It's $30 now, Battlefield 5. And I think also they shot themselves in the foot by, having these different versions of the game so you could get the game early, and you're basically paying more money for the game just to get it early. That's also like, that's scummy because you can release it on that day.
Actually, not really. You could play it earlier for cheaper. Just pay $15. Oh man.
But like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're saying $60 to $80 and stuff like that. It's like, or whatever the ultimate edition was for Battlefield 5 to play like weeks before it came out. Because I saw videos of it weeks before until it finally came out, and I was just like, it just seemed like no one cared.
Yeah, because I was surprised. Because I was like seeing people who I know play it, then I was looking like, oh, it's not released like the 20th, and it was like the 15th when they play, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
And people had charts about the release dates too, about the different versions and how the earliest you can get it. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was confusing.
I was like, shit, man, people had to make charge for that. That's insane. Jigga, what do you think like happened to it? Why do you think it did so poor? Do you think it's just because the whole like all of the EA controversy, them telling the fans not to buy their game, and also coming off the heels for like Red Dead 2 and Black Ops, like this all affected it greatly?
I don't know. I think because people played those betas, and I played the beta, and I was like, I'm not really that hyped for it. It's not like it's not that fun, but I mean, it's like you can have fun in it, but it's not that like when you got to play it day one. So I think most people are just gonna wait for like the price decrease, and then it's like when you got companies saying dumb stuff like if you don't want it, just don't buy it. It's like, bro, stop doing that. These people like your game and they love supporting you. So when you do that, it's like you're basically just throwing crap on them. It's like, bro, don't do that to your consumers, bro. Like, stop doing that to them. But I don't know. I think it's all this stuff going on, and then it's like, then Red Dead came out, and it's like people are just finding other games to play besides Battlefield. It's like they're losing right now, bro. But I really feel like they will. I ain't gonna see they kicking back up to like where they were, but I feel like maybe in the next couple months they may get a couple more sales to like get to where they need to be or something.
Yeah. Inspector, what do you think about the whole Battlefield 5 launch and how it didn't do well, and now it's 50% off already, $30?
Well, knowing how EA kind of shot themselves in the foot when marketing Battlefield 5, when they said, I forgot what they said, but they said something stupid about like the players and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're stupid if you don't buy Battlefield 5 or something. I forgot the exact quote.
They say if you don't like, if you don't like it because the whole like them changing World War II history, and they're like, yeah, if you don't like it, then don't buy it. And they're like, yeah, well, okay.
I guess that made people not want to buy it, and I think, and even though Battlefield 1 was successful, I think a lot of people dropped off really early in that game. Like I heard, like interest in that game, like when it came out, it's kind of like the Call of Duty syndrome, where it's like popular for like a month or two, and then like no one plays it anymore. I think that's the problem with first-person shooters nowadays, is that they have like people have such low of attention span when it comes to first-person shooters that like even now Battlefield and Call of Duty are kind of like blending together, even though they're like two different series by two different developers. I wouldn't say I'm surprised that it's on sale, but I mean, I wasn't interested in it to begin with, so
yeah. Okay, well, what about you, Salai? What do you think about the whole, Battlefield 5 sales not good and its price being cut in half?
Well, it's simple because they screwed themselves over. They shot themselves in the foot. Because COD came out, right? And they had the Battle Royale mode. It became a popular thing. And, if you can't because they've delayed it, and they really have put them into the, into the hole, dig themselves a hole, and basically say, you know what? Heck it, we'll wait until the Call of Duty, see how Call of Duty does. And look what it's got them in sales and everything. It's done really bad. So, in my honest opinion, I think they should have released it as soon as or before COD had the opportunity to release their Battlefield 4. Not Battlefield 4, sorry, Black Ops 4.
Or Black Ops 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it would have been interesting at the time to see how things would have played out.
Yeah. I got you. So I guess we can talk about Red Dead 2 Online for a little bit. Talk about the some good things and then the really egregious things in it. And I knew this was going to happen. I said it to you guys, and this online has some egregious microtransactions for the online aspect for Red Dead 2. The only thing I haven't played it yet. I've watched some streamers play the online aspects for it. Like, customization looks cool and stuff like that. You have your own single player online story thing. Really good. Cool. I don't know how long that takes, but whatever. I'm assuming probably less than 10 hours or maybe even 5. I don't know. But the it's like I believe it's basically GTA Online. Supposedly the kids they're already kids on it, which I don't understand. It's like, why do kids always have to be on these like mature games and just scream on the mic, stuff like that? Because I heard all that crap. I think it's so dumb. It's really dumb. I will say the microtransactions are pretty bad. Gold takes a while for you to get to like buy, items and certain clothings that are locked down, and horse insurance. Like what? Like you have to take forever to get enough gold to get horse insurance. If not, you have to pay real money for it. That's insane. It's kind of like the same way with the Battlefront 2 with unlocking certain characters and how long it takes, like a certain amount of hours that we found out with Battlefront 2, and there has to be a backlash. There you have to hold Rockstar accountable. They made a really good single player game, but this online aspect with locking these items, and it's taking forever for the grind just to get a certain item or just to get horse insurance so your horse doesn't die, I think is dumb. And I think Rockstar wanted to do it? No, that's Take Two. Take Two always likes the whole microtransactions. You see it with 2K. NBA 2K, you're probably gonna see with others, games moving forward. I have no idea about WWE 2K. I just only know about NBA 2K and with the microtransactions in that game. Personally, I do think that the Take Two needs to be held accountable. You gotta let them know. You gotta say, hey, this is wrong. Like you gotta make noise. If you don't, it's not gonna happen. There's not gonna be a change, and then you got to do the grind or pay for real money. And I think it's stupid. I think that this is kind of the reason why I don't care for like GTA Online. Just give me a single player expansion. I'll pay money greatly for it. That's just me, and I know a lot of other people feel the same way about Red Dead 2 for single player expansions. But Jigo, I guess, what are your thoughts hearing about it? I don't know if you played it. Do you think, like me, that Take Two really was like, yo, you got to put these microtransactions, it got to be a lot worse than GTA. We got to make that money.
I mean, I wouldn't go with that. No, but they're pretty bad. Yeah. I've played it. It's going to be really bad. It's like, unless they figure out that horse shit, like the horse travel is so slow and your stamina runs out so fast. It's like, just imagine having to go across the map on a horse, but that is going to be so annoying. And yeah, that horse, like, I think your first horse, you get like insurance when they're free, but then somebody was like, that gold, like you need like 5 gold bars to get it on like other horses. Like, they're, I hope they like, when they release it, like officially, like they calm some of these microtransactions down, but I doubt it because I still say it's Microsoft, it's Rockstar. They get away with things that nobody else can do because, like,
I think Take Two knew that stuff. They're like, yo, you guys are like praising everything. If you put, we want you to put more egregious microtransactions and see how consumers, react.
Because all people want to say,
if they did it like that with 2K and it was way worse, I think a lot of people would have been really angry. But with Rockstar, it's completely different.
Yeah, because when 2K actually did get worse, they heard a lot of flack, and that's why 2K19 is not great, but it's way better than like last year and the year before that. So when they like, with Rockstar, it's like, maybe if people start speaking up, like, it would force Take-Two to take a step back and let Rockstar do something, but people aren't, because like they love Rockstar so much. It's like they do no wrong to them, but it's like you gotta, even like sometimes your hero is gonna do something dumb. You gotta call them out on it, even though you love them. Like call them out so that they can do better.
No.
Like Kratos said, don't apologize, do better.
Yeah, that's true. All right. I guess Taladia, what do you think about Red Dead 2 Online? Have you played it? You seen anybody play it? And what do you think about the whole microtransactions situation for Red Dead 2 Online?
Well, I haven't played the online aspect as of yet.
Yeah.
But after seeing some other streamers play it, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised that they would do this. Because this is Rockstar we're talking about. They did it for GTA, and they're gonna milk the online aspect of things for many years to come. Not only on Red Dead, but like on GTA, and they're gonna try and do like special events, and I can see that being the case. So,
do you think a lot of gamers will stand up, complain, or you think because of how Rockstar is and how they make good games, they're like, nah, it's fine.
No, nobody's gonna stand up to it, because people are gonna be like, it's fine. This is Rockstar. We'll get what we want at the end of the day, and that's how they make their money, is because they know that people are just gonna pay for it. So,
I think it's dumb. I just wish people would. It's like, even if it's your favorite gaming company, if CD Projekt Red starts going really bad with microtransactions, you gotta stand up to it. You gotta say, listen, I love you and all. You make one of my favorite games here. You make really good games, but hey, this is uncalled for. This is disgusting. This isn't what I want. You're a consumer. It's like, you gotta really, do that. It's like, if it infringes on gameplay, I said this with microtransactions, I'll always say it again. If it infringes on your gameplay aspects, then yes, you need to speak up. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But that's always my stance with microtransactions, and it seems in Red Dead 2 Online is very egregious. It's like, it is what it is. It's kind of like the same vein as Battlefront 2. With like the grind and stuff like that, but because of Rockstar and stuff like that, then everyone gives it a pass. It's like, you got to speak up to it. You got to tell them this is not the way to go.
Like, there's a way that we're not mad when you try to make money, but don't try to screw us over making the money. Like, give us a good product and a good grind where, it may be easier to grind, but it's like I don't know how to say it. Like, the grind isn't too much for what you're trying
don't
to
make us have to do 500 matches of like horse race or something,
for horse insurance, bro. Like, come on, B.
That's insane. 500 matches? Like, I don't got time for 500.
I thought it was 5,000.
Oh, is it 5? It might be 5,000.
Yeah, I thought it was 5,000.
It's even worse. I mean, like, it has to be reasonable grind, not to the point where it's like you're like slaving away, just trying to get one single item or like freaking horse insurance.
Yep.
I think it's stupid, but I think we all said our piece on that, and but it is what it is. I guess now we can talk about the Black Friday sales and deals that went on, and what I've seen and what I've gathered when going to stores and stuff like that when it pertains to the video game consoles. PlayStation was really like doing well, it seemed, especially with their games, with their sale, the sale, like with God of War with $17. Dude, I went to 3 or 4 GameStop stores with my friend because he has not gotten God of War, and they were sold out. Horizon Zero Dawn, they're like, yeah, we don't have that in stock. $10. $10. God of War, $17, and that's insane. And they were sold out. So yeah, I think in the MPD sales, you might see a big insurgence, coming with some of the PlayStation exclusives. PlayStation did really well with the bundle sales with Spider-Man with the PS4 Slim. It was selling like hotcakes. Nintendo was doing really well as well, and it seemed like it outpaced the Wii sales for Black Friday or something like that. And that's really, really good. And hey, man, kudos to Sony and as well as Nintendo for having a great Black Friday sale / Cyber Monday sale. Microsoft, on the other hand, I was looking around, and yeah, they had a lot of Xbox consoles laying around. I'm not gonna lie. You saw the Minecraft bundle and stuff like that. No one cares. No one wants it. I mean, it is what it is. Microsoft didn't really do themselves with any favors of like having good bundles this year, or any like their exclusives like or games. Like there's nothing to like promote it, you know. But yeah, that's really my thoughts there. You got anything else to add, Jigo? What do you think about Black Friday for all the big three?
Yeah, from what I've seen and heard, like Nintendo and Sony were doing really well. I mean, Xbox is holding the L because they really didn't have an exclusive to like bundle with their console. Like Sony got God of War and then Horizon Zero Dawn, which like came out early this year, but it's like it's still hot. So it's like if people ain't got that, they can like, oh, it's a good time to get it. Xbox, what do they have? Like nothing really.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? You can't really bundle nothing with it. Like anybody buying no Xbox console for Minecraft, bro. It's like, why? Yeah. Other than that, yeah, it sucks to be a Xbox right now, bro. Cause Microsoft is catching all the L's.
It is what it is. It's like they just don't got any like good things to bundle it. It's like all they got is Minecraft, and everyone has Minecraft. Like I don't know what else like to say to Microsoft. I guess Talani, what do you think about this with the Black Friday sales, the PlayStation game selling really, really well, and Nintendo doing really well as well, and Microsoft not doing good?
The Black Friday sales were really, really good. Business was booming for video games. It was, and to be honest with you, I can say that that the one thing that the Black Friday sales did was actually put PS4, more people buying PlayStation 4's, consoles than the Xbox, realistically. Because Spider-Man PS4, Red Dead Redemption 2 were both on sale.
Bundled.
They were bundled, yeah. What else was there? God of War as well was on bundle.
God of War I didn't even know they had a bundle. I know it was on sale, the game, and it was hard to get, to be honest. God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn from Game.
Here in the UK, there was a sale for the bundle. There was a bundle sale.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Sure.
Yeah, there was a sale as well for FIFA 19 with that PlayStation 4. So I do know that, and so business was booming for gaming realistically, and it's done really well. Now the question is, how much profit has Sony made, or how much profit did Microsoft made after the Black Friday sales and Cyber Monday sales?
That's a good question.
That's the only time we'll tell, though, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
I would say probably next week or so we'll probably get a fully charts of how much was sold on these days.
Yeah. What do you think, Inspector, about Black Friday, the PlayStation, exclusives, like really like for GameStop, like out of stock, and bundles selling really well for both Sony and Nintendo, and Microsoft, like bundles were very abundant in the stores and no one was really picking it up.
I can't really say I'm surprised because Sony has been beating Microsoft in sales for the past like 4 years, ever since the PS4 came out. I just think Sony has the more marketable exclusives, unlike Xbox.
Yeah.
And with Nintendo, like with Sony, you get more of the hardcore gamer, but with Nintendo, you get the families. So I bet a lot of people went out like a lot of parents went out to buy their kids Switches for Thanksgiving.
Yep. All right. I guess next we can go and talk about, I believe, the Game Awards. Jeff Keighley had like a Twitter video, I believe.
Yes.
And he announced that, hey, we're going to have 10 brand new games announced on our Game Awards show. And that is not including games that have been announced already, because he did state that there will be games that have been announced already on the stage, which of course we would probably see Death Stranding and the rumors like Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that, and Days Gone are going to be there. And supposedly Death Stranding is getting a release date there. Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about that. Death Stranding is supposed to be getting a release date. Actually, we'll cut that and talk about it after this one. But yeah, 10 games. I guess we can, speculate on what games they could be. I mean, they're brand new games. They probably can be indies. I guess we could talk really in the realm of like the AAA atmosphere and the AAA area for video games. It's really hard to say any AAA games that could be coming out. We could make the argument Mortal Kombat could be at the Video Game Awards show.
No.
I mean, what other games? Like, you guys chime in, because I can't think of any other AAA game that
games that
that aren't announced yet.
That aren't announced yet, right?
Yeah.
Well, like, I don't see Mortal Kombat being there, because even though that got leaked out, that is in development, they would need a CGI trailer, and I think they're gonna save that for next year's E3.
But the only E3 they could be at is in Microsoft stage.
Yeah, because Sony's not going to be at E3 next year.
Yeah, Sony.
Or they go to PlayStation's, maybe event for PlayStation 5. That's the only other option.
That's one thing I could say. One of the announcements that I could see possibly that I don't think would be there. But I also do know I'm guessing this as well, is a possibility of the Avengers project.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that's existing, or could you count that as new?
No, I count that as new, because nobody knows what the details is for that game.
I mean, I guess you can try to say that, but like, I don't know. When I think of new, it's like we already know that this is a video game already.
We know that it's a video game, but we have no details about it. If we just know what
I guess.
I mean, it's just simply just says Avengers Project. There's nothing like, it's what a specific title is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I do think that, Rocksteady might be there.
Maybe.
Maybe, or WB Games Montreal.
Maybe.
Who knows? One of those two. Because like the Lego DC. Not Lego DC villains. Sorry. The Legos. WB have announced another Lego game, and they're releasing it for February, March time of next year. So
keep going.
So there's a possibility of that.
I just remembered Obsidian did announce that they're going to be at the Game Awards show.
Yes,
they're announcing a brand new game. It is not being published by Microsoft. It's being published by Take-Two.
And Metro Prime 4.
That was I heard that's a rumor. Yeah. It might be there.
I heard that.
Maybe Bayonetta 3. Oh no, that we did get a CGI trailer for Bayonetta 3.
Yeah, we did.
But my thing is, like you're saying, hey, we don't have details for Bayonetta 3, so
yeah. But I think in terms of Metro Prime 4, even though it's been rumored, I don't know. Somebody posted.
Metro. Yeah. I mean, it's been announced already. It's just we got a JPEG of like the title for Nintendo,
like just an image.
Yeah, from the Treehouse like 2 E3s ago.
Okay. Maybe some Smash games. Maybe some Smash titles or AAA.
Yeah, some AAA. I don't know what other AAA games. Indies, of course. There's going to be like maybe 2, maybe 3 indies, maybe 4. maybe all of it. Who knows?
Nah. I don't see the whole thing.
I'll laugh my ass off if that happened.
If that happens, I'm just
all indies.
I'm just gonna be like, no. I'm just like, no. But in terms of what else I can actually think of it's so difficult because the only developers that I do know are based around superhero games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's not been any other like shooter developers.
All I know is like I'm thinking of the developers and they're already working on games and stuff. I can see it's like some people want CG Project Red to be there. I guess we could say what games also can be there, along with the 10 brand new games. I'm definitely telling you, Death Stranding is going to be there. Days Gone is going to be there. Ghost of Tsushima is going to be there. Anthem, maybe.
Last of Us.
Last of Us, yeah, I think so.
I can see the Last of Us Part 2. I can see not Death Stranding. What's that one called? Ghost of Tsushima.
Could Sekiro be there?
Probably. It's coming out in March, so Kingdom Hearts 3 because
that
freaking so many trailers they have in December.
That went gold.
Yeah, it did. We could talk about that also later. I can about that. Oh, anything else?
Final Fantasy VII remake?
No. Even though it went gold, like, dude, freaking Nomura probably wants a break after developing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see Final Fantasy VII remake.
That's next gen. I told you guys. I said that game won't be coming out till.
Even though it's been how many years since it got rumored?
I mean, because it was being made by a different developer, so.
This has been on a hinge since flipping 2000.
Because Bandai Namco, was it Bandai? No, sorry. Cyber Connect 2 was making the game. Square Enix themselves weren't. They were like they handed it off to them, and they did not like it, and they took it back, and then they sprung a surprise on Nomura, saying, "Hey, even though you're making Kingdom Hearts 3 right now, hey, you're gonna be the director for Final Fantasy VII remake." Yeah, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Possibly, okay. I could possibly see the next. Nah, I don't think that. Possibly some. What's that game called? That shooter game.
There's a lot. Days Gone isn't a shooter. Survival.
No.
Open world.
Anthem. That's it.
Anthem. Yeah. Well, depends, dude. Because remember the leak of
an update.
Anthem might be getting delayed.
Yeah, even though that's a good thing. You said that there's a possibility of that. There could be an update at the Video Game Awards saying that it's delayed or some shit like that.
If it does, that brings credibility to that guy again. Whole, if Sony not, Sony the day before, 2 days before, saying that Sony wasn't going to be at E3, and if that's true, and then it brings validity to like the whole Sony having a press conference about PlayStation 5 next year. So, but
we'll have to wait and see.
I guess that's done for you, Inspector. Do you have any predictions of any other game coming, or any surprise game you think is going to be announced, and what current games you think are going to be shown off as well for the Game Awards?
It's so hard to choose new games since a lot of companies are very hush-hush about their games.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Rocksteady, maybe Avengers Project, even though that's already announced.
Wasn't announced, really?
No, I'm saying like announced, like it's an already announced game. I don't know if I consider it new or previously announced.
Well, I mean, you don't have to count that. Like, I mean, we're doing everything because you said there will be existing game announcement trailers. It's just that's not counting to the 10 brand new
as I said, I think Last of Us 2 is going to be there. Ghost of Tsushima, I agree. Death Stranding, I agree. As I said, Sekiro, I don't know if that's going to be there. I think the problem with Sekiro is that if you show Ghost of Tsushima and Sekiro, they're two really similar games.
Yeah, they're kind of similar, but one's like legit so damn hard. Like you want to throw your
I know
controller through the damn window.
But if you like look at the games,
Mm-hmm.
like if you look at the games without playing them, because they're going to be staged demos. So, or if they show demos, that is, like if they're just trailers.
Has Game Awards really did demos though? I don't. Well, they did it once with Mass Effect Andromeda, right?
Yeah, maybe Anthem. Anthem just doesn't have any hype, so I don't know why they would do another Anthem trailer. Because like whenever an Anthem trailer comes out, it's just like a dud because no one cares about Anthem. Like like I don't know what else. Like those are the games. Maybe a secret Microsoft exclusive. I don't know. To finally get like interest back in their console. I don't know. Maybe Crackdown. I don't know. That's all I can think. That's all I have.
Yeah, gotcha. Jacob, what are your game predictions of games being shown off and stuff like that?
Oh man, I really don't have any, dog.
You got none?
Not because it's like it's like I don't see them like trying to hype up games we already seen before, like Sekiro and all those other games. Like we seen like enough gameplay of those, so it's like, what can they show us that we haven't already seen? I don't know, but I don't know. I haven't even seen any like new games that's like got me hyped. So I don't know, bro.
I think this Obsidian game is getting me hyped, though. I'm not gonna lie. Because
did they show anything of it?
There's a tweet. Let me look it up. Obsidian game announcement.
So no, that supposedly they were working on the game before Microsoft bought them.
Here we go. I think I found it. Yeah, Obsidian. When visitor. Okay, so let me read this real quick. Obsidian Entertainment appears to be getting ready for a big announcement at the Game Awards next week, as fictional ads for the countdown have begun appearing on its new website. Obsidian, known for such titles as Star Wars, The Old Republic 2, Fallout New Vegas, the best Fallout game, to be honest, and South Park: Stick of Truth, tweeted out a message saying, anyone else getting ads on Obsidian.net? When going to the website, well, two different ads, one from Auntie Cleo's and one from Spacious Toys. Pop out the text, stay tuned for a special message live December 6th at the Game Awards. Below a text is a countdown at the countdown that ends when the Game Awards begin next Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And this is like looking like it's not the best choice, it's Spacer choice. Yeah, it's like different things. Like it could be like a kind of Fallout New Vegas type of game or something like that of that nature. But but supposedly, while Obsidian Entertainment was recently acquired by Microsoft, they also were part of Take-Two Interactive's private division label that was said to be publishing games from 5 different studios, including an unannounced RPG from Obsidian. So they had a contract already, and legit, they can't break that contract. So that game's going to be releasing on multiple platforms. So it is what it is. There.
Still making money off this.
Would they be, or like how that would they work? Because the publisher would be making most of the bank, which is Take-Two.
Oh man, you're right, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Could Guerrilla announce a new game? Maybe Horizon 2?
I don't think that. I think Horizon 2 would be announced with PlayStation 5.
I could see that.
Before we get I'm just say DMV, I see Anthem flopping, bro. I see that shit just belly flopping into a fucking ice lake, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm done. Y'all got it.
Listen. Hey man, I'm going to cop Anthem, but that depends on if it gets delayed or not. Like the supposed rumors / leaks are saying.
But have you seen anything about that game that made you think, "Oh man, this game gonna be good"? Like
the gunplay. I think the gunplay looks fine.
I mean, yeah, like the gunplay, but I
think the environments look beautiful, though. I will say that.
Like fucking Destiny has good gunplay, but after a while, I'm like, okay, where's the?
Well, my thing was I got hyped when Drew Kaparsh or Kaprish. I forgot his. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He does really good novels and good books, and he wrote Mass Effect 1 and 2 and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. And those are really good fucking game stories. Now, I heard he was on Anthem, but then he left. So I don't know if the story's going to be good.
It's probably not that. Just give up the hope.
He was just like, shit, dude. Maybe they're not like, maybe he was working on the story and they were like, yeah, we don't care about your vision, Drew. And it's like, okay, well, I'm peacing out now. Okay. I was like, gosh dang. All right. Well, nonetheless, at least Jigo, what would you like to see from Game Awards? Like, what game would you like to see more from?
What's that Sony exclusive? That one, not Seacher or whatever that. The Samurai one.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like, so far what I've seen of that game, I'm really liking. It reminds me of an old Samurai game I played on the PlayStation. I can't remember the name of it. But it was really good and I enjoyed it. So it's like, if they do that game right, I really want to see that. I could care less about Death Stranding. Like the game could die in the puddle fall like there.
You're killing me.
I'm sorry, but that game does not look that good, bro.
Dude, it looks fire. Dude, you're killing me, dude.
You're killing him. Oh my god.
Killing me, man.
All right, and
hey man, I'm gonna just post these grab these receipts here, and then when Death Stranding comes out, it's really damn good. I'm gonna pull up and have these receipts.
Wait, Jigga, I'll be honest with you, right? Ghost of Tsushima is the Samurai Jack in real life, basically.
Really?
That's what it is. That's the way I see it.
Samurai Jack. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's the way I see it. Samurai Jack is a cartoon, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at Ghost of Tsushima, it's a similar aspect, but it's like more realistic.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to be as authentic as they can. So
it's similar to that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's it. I'll say I can't wait to see the Obsidian's game. These rumored games, they better not be like 80% indie games. If not, I'm gonna be pissed.
Wait, let me finish, dog.
Huh? There you go.
I said, you let me finish. I'll say, and I'm waiting for them to show the best game of all time, Crackdown 3, dog. It's gonna take over.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I'll say this. I'll say this. If they show me a Terry Crews ad, I'll be fine with that, actually.
You'd be fine with it.
Terry Crews? Dude, I kind of like that last ad with Terry Crews.
I know, but they've shown too much of Crackdown 3.
They show barely anything with Crackdown 3, bro.
Bruh, we had like what, 2 trailers with Terry Crews? No more Terry Crews.
Dude, I need more Terry Crews in my life.
No more Terry
Crews. I love Terry Crews. Like, he's a cool dude.
Dude, his best role was in White Chicks, I'm not gonna lie. Love that.
Nah, I fucking hate that movie. I can't.
Oh man. Dude, I fucking love it, dude.
He hates White Chicks.
No, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is his best show. What are you talking about, bro?
I said his best movie thing.
Anyway, back to the subject.
Friday or whatever.
Anyway, back to the subject, right? So, what we all think is we've given our speculation and our predictions for what we think would be at the Video Game Awards, but I think that's enough said about the Video Game Awards.
Well, we got 2 other, we got a rumor for the Game Awards for Sony itself. They did
Jeff Keighley cry about for Kojima.
Yeah, man, dude.
Wait.
Jeff Keighley gives Kojima a hug.
Jeff Keighley gonna cry.
Kojima.
He gonna start calling him Kojima-san. Like, hey,
Kojima-san.
Game Awards, Death Stranding and Ghost of Tsushima. Rumor, because I saw this. I think it was on Push Square, I believe. Let me make sure. Okay, here we go. Okay, rumor. Death Stranding. Man, where are the other ones?
Oh, man,
okay, the rumor also suggests that Sony will announce release dates for Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, and Dreams. That's
Dreams,
what's going to
I forgot
happen.
about Dreams.
That those games that are going to be shown off at the Game Awards will have release dates, which means, I'm sad to say, guys, it does not seem like Last of Us is coming out in 2020.
Oh, man.
You mean
2019? Gosh dang, why is it 2020? Well, it's most likely coming out in 2020. Last of Us Part 2.
I called it.
Dude, the freaking, I don't know what happened. The composer said 2019. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Game Informer will do a reveal for it.
So maybe they can surprise us.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I'm just saying right now, if that's I called it before. I was like, nope, that is not gonna be a PS4. It's gonna be a PS5.
No, I think it's gonna be cross-gen.
Yeah,
it's
gonna be cross-gen. You think it's gonna be cross-gen? Okay.
Yeah, they can get out a double dip, dog.
Yeah, they're doing cross-gen. I mean, if they didn't put it, they're gonna get some backlash from a lot of people. They only put on PS5, and plus they want a lot of the sales. To be honest.
Oh my god! But the only I think the only game I think we should really care about right now, realistically, and looking forward to seeing right now is, what's that game called?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. No. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah. Wait, well first, we didn't get our, opinions. Jigga, what do you think about the release dates? Dreams, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima. Think it's gonna happen at Game Awards?
Ghost of Tsushima, yes. The other two I really don't care about because they're.
Oh my god! This slander from
this.
Look, I don't even know what Dreams is. I'm gonna be honest.
You don't remember Dreams? Oh,
Dreams is from the people who made Little Big Planet.
Little Big Planet. Hey.
Wait, is that the little boy who's going around painting and stuff?
He's a sack boy. What?
Oh, okay, no, then that's a different game. Then no, I'm good. Y'all can have it.
Alrighty. What about you, Inspector? What do you think about those? You think it's gonna happen? Or you think these?
I think it's possible.
I think it might, to be honest, just because Dreams like that seems very likely. So, but what do you think? You think that means that Last of Us is most likely a 2020 game?
Mm-hmm.
It could be. Like, I'm not like saying no to 2019, but I think it might be 2020.
Sadness.
Sad face. Sad. Feels bad, man.
Feels bad. If you saw me right now, I had the freaking webcam on. You would be playing, like, people would be playing "Hello, Darkness, my old friend." Like, I'd be crying. But nonetheless, we did find out when Nomura loves putting out these trailers, man, and we're going to be getting like a couple more trailers in December, one at the Game Awards and some other events happening. Kingdom Hearts 3 has went gold, baby. I can't fucking wait, and the trailer looks dope. I'm not gonna lie, but nonetheless, how do we all feel, Jigga? How do we feel that the game went gold? For
a
long time coming for the Kingdom Hearts fan base.
But I can't even be happy, dog, because I still haven't beat the first one, bro.
Bro, you time is ticking, bro. Time is ticking.
So bad. The first
one. I know the first one, dude. You gotta swallow the pill.
You know what? I'm just probably gonna watch like.
My friend said the same damn thing, dude. He was like, "I'm gonna finish Kingdom Hearts 2, and then I'm gonna watch all the fucking cutscenes of all the games until Kingdom Hearts 3." I was like, "Dude, what the fuck, bro?"
Bro, like trying to play that first one is so bad, bro.
That's dated. It did not age well.
It really
at the time, it was like I heard at the time it was good, but
because I remember I played it when it first came out, and I don't remember it ever being as bad. But then I was a kid, so it's like, what am I like? Was my vision that bad, and it was really that bad, and I didn't pay no attention? I don't know. Bro.
That or it just didn't age well. mechanic wise, and I feel like it didn't. I think KH2 aged very well in terms of gameplay mechanics and shit like that.
I'm probably still gonna buy the third one and play it, even though I ain't finished the first two, and then like go back and catch up later. Like that.
Yeah, you're gonna be so damn confused with the story then.
Hey, I'm always confused, so
that's true.
That's new.
All right.
You can't agree to that, no.
I just did, dude. But Talia, what do you think about this news? So, what do you think about Kingdom Hearts 3 going gold?
I think it's good, and I think this is the most anticipated Disney game of all time. The most, if you know what I mean, since what was the last Disney game came out. So
I mean, though, I don't know, man. They shuttered their game studio, so I wouldn't know.
But
maybe Disney Infinity.
Yes, it's Disney Infinity. Yeah,
Disney Infinity, you're right.
Yeah, yes, it's Disney Infinity. So this is the most anticipated one, and I think it'll do well. Sales will skyrocket on both consoles, and I think we'll probably see one more trailer, huge trailer, and this will show more in depth of gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
I think just one last trailer that I think it'll appeal to more to the general public.
Yeah. What else? Inspector, what do you think about the game going gold?
Cool. Like Jigga, I haven't played the first two games. Like they never really caught my interest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like the Disney characters, but I never played Final Fantasy, so that really.
Yeah, I would say Kingdom Hearts initially, freaking in terms of marketing, always push those Final Fantasy characters in trailers. But this marketing, zero Final Fantasy characters. Like even I think Nomura said himself, like Kingdom Hearts became so big they don't need to market Final Fantasy characters anymore. And I think I kind of agree with him.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that people are hyped about it, but it's cool that it went gold.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm not really into it, so.
I feel that. That is it for in terms of gaming news. We got a couple. Sorry, yeah, there's one more. I completely forgot about that one. So there's a lot of like interesting things have come out. This is regarding Rocksteady. Game system requirements. It was posted. The game called Superman's The World's Finest. People thought, oh man, this must mean that this has to be fake. That people can post whatever they can. No one can post. Like I can't post, you can't post. No, that's not how it works. Okay, well maybe it's rumored games. No, rumored games aren't on it. You could search up GTA 6. You could search up Marvel Spider-Man 2. You can search up the Avengers game and stuff like that. So it seems like it's legit. And this we do also have to kind of reel it back and then talk about Devil May Cry 5. Same thing happened with Devil May Cry 5. A month before it was announced, it was on that site. So that gives credence. The website's reputable. But I think Jason Schreier went on record saying it's not true, that he knows we can't talk about it. So
he debunked it, basically. That's the best.
Yeah, he debunked it, but we don't know what it like. We don't know if it's called damage control from Rocksteady telling him to say that. We don't know if it could be two things. It could be it is a Superman game, or it could be it's another DC hero game, which I guess we could talk. If you guys believe this, I mean, believe the game system requirements site. Do you think Jason Schreier is trying to cover Rocksteady's ass, or do you think that they're working on it? Then we can also play around and say, if it's not Superman, then what game could it be? And for me, if it's not Superman, we definitely know it's not a Batman game. We definitely know it's not a Justice League game. I would say it would be a Wonder Woman game. That's just me. That's what I think, because I don't see them taking another character, because the big three is Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. In terms of movie, grossing and stuff like that, Wonder Woman did probably, I don't know if it did better than Man of Steel, but it did really good, and it's up there.
No, it did better than Man of Steel.
That's what I did. That's what I said. I just wanted to make sure.
I mean, knowing that Venom beat it.
We'll talk about that soon. But I think Wonder Woman would be the next best thing. I know Talati, me and him disagree on that, but that's what I personally think. I guess we go with Inspector. I guess, do you believe this? Do you think Jason Schreier is covering Rocksteady's ass, and then what other game, if it's not Superman, would you want Rocksteady in terms of DC to make, or what do you think they will make, to be more exact?
I mean, Jason Schreier has been on record multiple times, kind of putting out this game. Well, I mean, you know what I mean, putting out supposed rumors about this game, and I've never heard of this site before.
Game system requirements. It's I think it's a PC site, for game systems.
It's a PC. It's a website for games which are already announced.
Yeah, PC specs and stuff like that.
Yeah, PC specs and stuff like that. And
so see what your system need.
Yeah, it's weird that they would put it on there, because Rocksteady's games are more for consoles than PCs, but I mean, the World's Finest title was one of the rumored titles that came out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the worst title. It's also I would prefer Man of Tomorrow or something, or just I they kind of need a subtitle, because of the Arkham games had a subtitle.
Yeah.
If it's not Superman, I don't think it would be Batman, because they're done with Batman. I don't know. I could see them doing a Wonder Woman game, but I don't know if they're interested in making a Wonder Woman game.
Do you think the Flash?
Maybe the Flash. Maybe Aquaman would be a real surprise, but I doubt they would do an Aquaman game.
Yeah.
But that would be interesting. But I think most likely it's Superman. But
do you believe that Jason Schreier, maybe Rocksteady is telling Jason Schreier, hey, tell them that it's not true, and some damage control?
Maybe. I don't want to accuse people of stuff, but
yeah.
That could be,
because he's been very adamant that this game isn't Superman, and he knows the
game. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
He's just not allowed to say what it is. I guess, Jiga, my man, do you believe do you believe the site about Superman, the world's finest, and if it's not Superman, what game would you want Rocksteady to make that is DC related?
First of all, I don't believe him, because these dudes always. I mean, I believe the site, but I don't believe him. Oh no, it's not that. Because these dudes lie all the time when they get caught or they get found out. It's oh no, it's not that. Then a month later, okay, yeah, it actually was that. We were just lying. Bro, get out of here. And if it's not Superman, which I hope it's not, because I can't see that game being good, I would want something like the Green Arrow or something, bro. Okay. I mean, I don't see how they would do it, but if they could, I would really like something like that.
Okay.
What about you, Talani?
Well, your boy. I've been doing some digging, and to be honest with you, I actually think it is Superman, because there's been so many leaks that say that it's not, and we do know that Batman is currently in development with WB Games Montreal. but I do know for a fact that, Jason Schreier has come out and stated this. Like, he has stated that, look, I really don't want to spoil an announcement just for the sake of spoiling an announcement with no newsworthy reason to do so, especially since I'm sure we'll see Rocksteady's game soon. From what I've heard, this ain't it. As much I hate to shatter everyone's faith in GameSystemAndRequirements.com. And he's basically debunked that. And he's debunked many of the rumors. Now, I've seen something else as well from a Reddit insider has stated that they're absolutely working on Superman game. There was way many rumors for that. Then Fable reboot, Playgrounds UK, yet people believe that. I personally heard info from insiders that Rockstar's next project involves Superman, but anything more than that isn't proven, and leaks are likely to people jump on to wherever. The ideas for views. Same thing happened with Smash Brothers. A few leaks from insiders like Inkshaw and Ken, but random kids claim they knew it. They knew that as well. I added a handful of fake rumors too. All the rumors and info I got told, they were make for a reveal this year. So who knows? Maybe they've been in development this title since 2016, but also internally seeming to be getting ready for Scarlet or PlayStation 5 launch, but who knows? And that is coming from a Reddit insider. But me personally, as a fan from the Arkham games to the fans that of Superman, I think the next logical choice and next big thing would be a Superman game, considering the fact that they did so well with Batman and they put it back into, put Batman back on the map. And a lot of people were saying to me, "What about Trinity game? As a GTA 5 aspect, and you can go switch between the characters." I'm just like, yeah, I could see that happening, but they wouldn't do that because that would actually take a little bit more time to work on. But we just got to remember, like with Rocksteady, they did tease last year, and towards up to the beginning of this year, then they didn't say anything, and then now we're coming up to the end of 2018, which is about 2 years since they announced that they're working on the next gen on another game. So I'm thinking it is Superman, and for this website, actually is legit. Like the website is legit because I did some digging. Avengers Project is on there. The Batman Arkham game's on there. It does gives updates on that, but I do know that this can't be changed by any random user. So
yeah.
So the only thing that's from what I've I did the research and that. So that's what I truly believe that but I don't know if we're going to see at the Video Game Awards, to be honest with you. If it turns up to be the Video Game Awards, I think that's a bonus. If it doesn't, then hey, I can wait till March because that would be perfect timing because the first Lego game comes out then, and then they'll push out for the next DC game. So, it could be either. So the first either the Video Game Awards just to give a small teaser, or they do a big trailer in the first quarter of 2019.
Yeah.
End up for the end of 2019, which would be the last time we'll ever see a superhero game on the PlayStation 4. So that's what I have to think. I don't even think we're going to see Teen Titans, Suicide Squad. I don't know why people think that Suicide Squad game that got scrapped. Legion of Superhero games that's blasphemous. And Teen Titans, yeah, Titans is doing well on the TV show, but to be honest with you, it's not a popular IP. So that's what I've got to say about the Superman rumored stroke leak from yesterday.
Okay. All right. I guess now we'll switch because that's really it for video game news and announcements and stuff like that. I guess we'll go into the movie side of things, and I guess we can go with like the really like not interesting topics, but Robin Hood with Jamie Foxx and Taron Egerton or something like that. That movie bombed. Did not do well critically, nor did it well. Like it didn't do well on the box office. Are we surprised? Did we think it looked good? Like me personally, it was like the same vein of that King Arthur movie or something like that. It just didn't look that great, and it is what it is. I mean, they're going to lose a lot of money for that. I'll say. I don't know who produced the movie or whatever the I don't know if it was Sony. I don't know if it was WB Universal. I have no idea.
I think it was Lionsgate. Let me check.
Lionsgate.
Let me check.
Lionsgate. Oh, that's not good. But it is what it is. I didn't care. I just did not seem I didn't feel interested. It just looked very generic. It looked like I've seen this all before, but in a less uninteresting way. To be completely honest, Lionsgate.
Yeah, that's right.
So I just didn't care for it, and I don't care that it bombs. But what about you, Inspector? What do you think?
I'm not surprised. I don't know why companies keep trying to make Robin Hood happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like before this, the Russell Crowe movie did terribly.
Hmm.
I think the last good Robin Hood movie that people like, I guess, maybe because of nostalgia reasons, is Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he couldn't hold a British accent throughout that whole movie. But I'm not surprised that it bombed. The trailers are terrible. It just looked like they were trying to like Michael Bay-eyes Robin Hood. And to be honest, like when I first saw the trailer, I'm like, are they making a Thief movie? Because this looks like Thief and not Robin Hood. Like Thief the video game.
Yeah.
But I'm not like it bombed with critics, it bombed at the box office. Like Lionsgate isn't really doing that well. But and Lionsgate I also think is doing Hellboy, which I think is gonna bomb just because it's in the worst spot ever.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like right after Shazam and 2 weeks before Infinity War.
I think they need to push that back, and like that movie looks like it's generally going to be a good movie too. And I hate when that type of stuff happens.
The problem is that I think it was originally scheduled for January. Then they moved it back to that April 12th date. But like I don't know where they're going to put it because like 2 weeks after, no, not 2 weeks after Avengers. Well, I think May is pretty open. Like, there's not a big movie until Dark Phoenix, but no one cares about Dark Phoenix.
July's gonna be crazy because of Disney releasing a bunch. Like, I forgot when Aladdin is. I don't know if that's May or July.
Aladdin is end of May.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Lion King is July.
Okay, but I guess Claudia, were you surprised about the whole Robin Hood movie bombing in terms of critic reception and audience reception?
Nope. I wasn't surprised. I actually knew that as a fan of the not as the fan, but I actually saw the Robin Hood movie. I just didn't like it. I was just like, it just didn't feel right. And Lionsgate, we do know that they have had some failures in the past. So, so I mean, take a look at Power Rangers, for instance. That really didn't do well, and I don't know how, but they're doing a sequel for that. But that's besides the point. But with Robin Hood, though, it just didn't feel right because of the actors they chose, and it's a mess. It's a mess.
What about you, Jacob? What do you think?
Well, I'm kind of surprised it bombed. Like, as bad as it did, I thought it wasn't gonna do well, but like, thought they would make enough to like at least go even. I mean, Jamie Foxx is a well-known actor, so it's like, and it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look good, but it doesn't look like, oh man, I would never watch that ever. But I think they might make their money back up on like maybe DVD sales or something, or like TV rights. But
yeah, they're saying, like, some articles are saying that this is the biggest bomb since King Arthur last year.
Yeah, King Arthur was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I still want to see that.
Oh man, like I felt bad for that actor because I like him. And King Arthur because or Arthur, whatever the movie was called, because he's in Sons of Anarchy, and I really like that show. Thought he was good in it, but it is what it is for him. I guess we could go next into trying to think which one we could talk about first. I guess we could talk Lion King. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Lion King fanboy. I do have a rant gonna go in a bit, but in terms of trailer, amazing. Did recreate scenes from the original movie. Liked it. Mufasa. I'm just glad that James Earl Jones is back for Mufasa. No one can pull a better Mufasa than James Earl Jones himself. And I'm glad we got that voiceover. And what, dude, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be an emotional roller coaster, that film. And I loved. I did like that poster with Simba on the paw of like Mufasa, like the imprint, and it looked really really cool. And I think the CGI looks pretty good. I mean, it's what you expect from like the same type of CGI that was used in Jungle Book. So, I know some people are complaining about facial expressions and stuff like that, but like,
I mean, the movie is still
like
8 months away.
So I did. And then what else do I think of? I did love the call, that song that was used, like oh manya, the song that's used in like the original Lion King. Like that's always a big callback. So I really like that song. And overall, like I can't wait for the film. Now here goes my rant. People that were talking about this film. Also, we can talk about the next trailer, what we think about Tim Burton's Dumbo, but for now, we're sticking with Lion King. I will say to the people, it's just interesting because there's these group of people that are just like, why all the remakes and stuff like that? Why? It's like, I see them like always being those type of people, always talking about it. It's the same thing with Beauty and the Beast. Same thing with this. And I'm just like, listen, I don't understand why we can't have the remakes. It's also to, bring in, a different audience that hasn't also watched Lion King, to bring to a new generation of people as well. And to also for us fans of that, want us to see, live action, even though, CGI, but to see it like lifelike in that sense. So I just don't understand what the group of people saying, they should have done this and that. It's like, why? Like everyone's very like positive about this, that it doesn't look like it's going to be a bad remake. It looks like it's going to be a good one. And like, I just don't understand. It's like, it's a bunch of like grumpy people and like angry about it. It's like, if they didn't do that, then then they wouldn't make any other film. It would just be strictly Star Wars, Pixar, and Marvel. Like, it is what it is. Like they're gonna just make their own like remakes and stuff like that. It's fine. They have the other division to do that. I just don't understand what the big like gripe is with people with this and like with Aladdin and Dumbo and stuff like that. I'm just confused on that with people. That's just me though. I guess Inspector, talk about the trailer and then talk about those other people and like your thoughts on them.
I love the trailer. It's a teaser, so it doesn't really show you anything, but I just love the way it looks. Yes, it recreated scenes, but it recreated scenes from the original movie, but like if you saw Jungle Book, Favreau, who's also directing this, he's gonna like add more stuff to it because this movie is probably gonna be like a half an hour longer than the original animated movie. Because Jungle Book was like almost 2 hours long. And I mean, like Favreau's Jungle Book a couple years ago was almost 2 hours long. And I think the original animated one was like an hour and 20 minutes, just like Lion King is. I love the song. I sang along when it came on because that's what you do when that song comes on. I think the CGI looks amazing, just like it did in Jungle Book. There might be some touch-ups here and there, but I think it looked really good. I liked, of course, I had to show like the cast members, and the cast is huge. I loved the James Earl Jones monologue in the beginning. What did he? Because that monologue was in the original movie. Was that just like dubbed over from the original movie, or did he actually like re-ADR it?
I'm pretty sure he re-recorded for that. I'm pretty sure. I don't think.
No, I think that was re-ADR.
Okay. And with those people, yeah, like I'm sick of those people because those people just like crap on things to crap on things. Like they see all the positivity and they're like, no, this is stupid. It's a cash grab. And it's like, well, every movie is a cash grab because every
movie like create like all the producers and stuff like that, they're out to make money and stuff like that. It's like at least it is going to be a good movie and stuff like that.
I personally can't wait. Like it's probably my most anticipated live action. Well, not like again, people are arguing if it's live action or not since it's CGI. Like it's my most anticipated Disney remake.
There you go.
Like I'm looking forward to Aladdin. I'm still kind of iffy on Guy Ritchie though. I don't know. Like even though the original Aladdin movie was kind of like a Guy Ritchie movie because Agrabah was like very like Las Vegas like, and I liked the teaser trailer for Aladdin, and the teaser trailer for Aladdin was kind of like this one. Like Aladdin and this one are probably my most anticipated remakes, Disney remakes.
Yep, and I think like and we're supposed to get a Mulan. I don't know when. I think next year. No, it's not now.
I think next summer.
Isn't it? Or is it fall?
I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe end of summer, beginning of fall. I think.
Yeah. And then that's about it. I mean, they also got like Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty and stuff like that they could do.
Yeah.
But like they got all the other
Cinderella. Yeah.
I think they're good with remakes and hiring stuff, but like because I also notice when thinking about it, it's like when they do try to either adapt or try to make like Tomorrowland, it bombed. That movie with that really bad one this year.
A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah, that was bad. It's like they're good with the remakes, but when they try to do something else, like
I know
bombs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. Like Beauty and the Beast made bank.
Yeah.
Like I loved Beauty and the Beast, but I know a lot of people were kind of iffy on it. But
yeah,
I really liked Beauty and the Beast.
I did too. I didn't think I was, but I ended up liking it. But I mean, it is what it is. It's like Disney themselves; they can only do the remakes and like that, or they could just scrap the remakes and make crappy movies themselves.
Yeah, I just wonder when that Little Mermaid movie is coming out because I remember Chloe Grace Moretz was originally involved and then she left. I think Chloe Grace Moretz left acting. Like that was weird, but yeah. But I digress.
Yeah, and the same thing with Fox. It's like they're not going to be like the ones making the movies. Like it's going to be like those. Like I mean, they're going to be hiring and stuff like that, but like the other like it's another subsidiary for Disney that those people could make movies and stuff like that, and that Disney owns. So like they fund these movies, but some people don't care about that. What about you, Talati? What do you think about the Lion King teaser trailer and stuff like that?
Oh boy, it brings me back to so much memories with that teaser trailer. It brings me back to the 90s, really. The music was good. I love how they did the music score. That really hit me. The voiceover work from James Earl Jones was really good, and that I just can't wait to see this movie. I'm really excited. Because it's gonna be an instant classic, but live action.
Yep.
So it looks like straight from the cartoon movie. It's like a shot by shot, exactly the same.
I mean, yeah, just from the trailer, I don't know if it's going to be that like for the entire movie.
Not
I
for
think
the
they're
entire
going.
movie,
Yeah,
but it's like the way it looked, like it shot by shot. I was just like,
like
it looks.
Yeah,
I don't directly similar to the same.
I think Favreau said they're not going to do all the songs, which makes sense because there was only 2 songs in Jungle Book.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to do Be Prepared. I think they're going to do Circle of Life.
Yep, that's going to be there.
That's going to be that Circle of Life is going to be in the beginning because it was in the trailer.
Yeah.
And maybe Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Because that's like the big. Or maybe no, Hakuna Matata, because that's the other most popular one.
Yeah,
I think there'll be 4, maybe 4 songs. So
I Can't Wait to Be King, dog.
I like that.
I like that song.
Yeah, Hakuna Matata means no worries. What's it called? Circle of Life.
Did they say that for the young version of Simba, if they're still gonna Donald Glover is Simba, right?
Yeah, he's Simba. Donald Glover.
Okay. So is he doing both ages or what?
No,
I don't.
No.
Let me look that up.
No.
I think I know he's not. He's not doing young Simba. I'm looking up who's doing young Simba.
Okay.
Lion King. Hold on. J.D. McCrary. Never heard of him.
Yeah, never heard of him.
Yeah.
I know the big name they put in front is Beyonce, who's voicing Nala.
Yep.
But other than that, like Chiwetel Ejiofor is Scar, John Oliver is Zazu, Seth Rogen is Pumbaa. Like big cast.
Yeah, it's a big cast.
It's a huge cast. But like for me personally, the 4 songs I can see them actually using: Hakuna Matata, Circle of Life, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, and I Can't Wait to Be King. Because it's those are just instant classics, and why would they take them out the movie? And probably some of the score will be done by the same people who did the originals.
No, I know who's doing the score actually.
No, Hans Zimmer isn't doing the score this time.
No,
he is or isn't?
Oh, he is. He is doing
okay,
the
that's
score.
what I was saying. Okay.
Yeah, he's doing the score.
Yeah.
Wait, who did the score last time? Was it Hans Zimmer?
It was Hans Zimmer. He did
Hans Zimmer.
I didn't even know that. I knew he was doing the score for this one, but I didn't know he did.
Yeah, Hans Zimmer did the score for the last one, and he's doing it for this one. Plus, I do know that Elton John's doing some of the music.
See, I didn't know that.
Well, Elton John did the music for the original one too.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised because I didn't know Hans Zimmer did that. Because you think of Hans Zimmer, you don't think of like Lion King or anything like that. You think of like
Chris Nolan.
Yeah, you think of like Inception. You think of Interstellar. You think of Dunkirk and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's like you don't think of like you say, like now it seems like he does like the really like heavy like when I say orchestra, like the deep like organs and stuff like that. But maybe he'll prove us wrong with Lion King and go back to the drawing boards.
I just wish they got Jeremy Irons back as.
That is a bummer. That is a bummer right there. But I think they made a good choice bringing back James Earl Jones to be Mufasa.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because of Michael Irons is very like. I want to say he just seems like. I feel like he feels grumpy all the time with interviews and like being asked questions and stuff like that.
Well, he's British. Every.
Oh no, Henry Cavill's always nice.
I know. I'm kidding. He's old though.
He's.
I remember when he talked trash about video games and stuff like that.
I remember. Yeah, but here's the thing though, right? With Jeremy Irons, I think he's been cast for doing other things too. So maybe that's the main.
Yeah, he's in Butcher, isn't he? No, he's in Watchmen. My bad.
Watchmen.
Yeah. Maybe he's doing that, and that's the reason why they didn't get him on board. But I think in terms of the way Lion King is going to be like, the way they're going to reveal the big long trailer after the teaser one, I think we'll probably see that. We'll probably see that next, maybe in between. What's it called? Captain Marvel, maybe around about that time.
Yeah.
Because that would be a perfect time for them to reveal a long ass trailer. So.
What about you, Jigga? What do you think about the teaser trailer and stuff like that?
Oh man, no, I enjoyed it. I'm liking what they're going for. It looks nice. It looks really nice. I mean, I don't care about people who complain about it being a remake or whatnot. Like, I don't care, but it's like, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But it looks good. I mean, they're trying to do this for a new generation. People get them into the like who haven't seen it, and it looks great. But just I don't know what else I can say. Like, I really like it so far. Hopefully, they don't mess it up.
Yeah.
But I don't see them doing that because come on, bro. Yeah.
I feel that. All right. I guess we can go into the next topic, and that has to go with actually Dumbo, Tim Burton, and you have Penguin, you have Batman in the same movie. But nonetheless, what do I think about Dumbo? I was surprised. I actually thought the trailer looked good for me. Nonetheless, I was like the CGI for me. Not as good as Jungle Book, but still decent, to say the least. But I'm surprised Tim Burton. Like, I feel bad. Like, Tim Burton hasn't really like made like a super like good movie since like I would say what the 90s. Really, like, because he made Alice in Wonderland. I thought that wasn't like good at all, and all that. But like, I feel like this one might be like his redeeming movie to like redeem him for the other movies he's done in the past. Like, but I just think the trailer looks good. It shows like emotion, stuff like that, and it has a good cast of characters and stuff like that. That's what I feel though. And having Batman and Penguin at the same movie is dope too. But Inspector, what do you think about that?
I think the trailer looked good. It was definitely like very, I guess, sad and emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might call it sappy.
Yeah.
It was good. I've actually never seen the original Dumbo. Tim Burton is definitely adding his flavor to it.
Yeah.
Looks interesting. I don't know if I'm going to see it. Like, I don't know if I'm going to go out and see it. I might, maybe with my mom, but I wouldn't. I don't think I would go out and see it by myself. If that makes sense.
I feel that. What about you, Tlad? What do you think about Dumbo?
I haven't watched Dumbo.
Oh, you haven't? This man.
I've been busy, bro.
I feel that. What about you, Jigga? Have you seen Dumbo trailer?
Unfortunately, I have. It's like it's gonna be a good family movie, but like if you ain't got no family in the movie theater and you a grown man watching that, you're gonna get some looks. So yeah, when it
this
comes out,
man.
when
You
it
care
comes
about
out
what
to
people think of
DVD,
you? Don't be a Bond.
I'm not gonna be a grown man watching a fucking kids movie because this is
You know what?
definitely
You know what Bond says of you playing Kingdom Hearts?
I mean, that's different, dog.
Different. Oh man, I don't think it's.
I'm gonna watch the movie at home by myself. See,
at home by myself. What if you take your girl to go see that movie?
By myself.
There you go.
I'm definitely not. I mean, yeah, you could take your girl to see that movie. That would be a good like date movie.
Jigga, what about you taking your mom to see the movie? How would that be?
Oh God.
Oh no, I'm not definitely not doing that. That's weird.
That's weird. Not taking your mom to go see a movie. Oh man.
Yeah, that's
No,
weird.
no.
Bro.
You don't take your mom for dinner?
That's different.
What?
That's
A family outing is different if it's a movie or a dinner. That's wild.
Oh man, sometimes you gotta treat her to dinner. Like just to show your appreciation. But going to a movie, nah, that's weird. B.
What if she says she wants to see Dumbo?
Look, I pay for your ticket. You go watch it.
This man. But oh man, that's crazy. All right. I guess we'll go to the next topic. I think that's it with trailers. Actually, we can discuss really quick with because we're on the topic of trailers, and then we'll go into some main receptions of movie in the box office one, and then we're done. So nonetheless, Avengers 4 trailer. Some people think it's going to be late tonight. Some people think it's going to be tomorrow. Some people think it's going to be next week because of Mary Poppins. I don't think it's going to be released near Mary Poppins. It's just weird. Oh man, we released the Avengers trailer.
No, Mary Poppins doesn't come out until like before Aquaman, though. So that would be
when's that?
December 19th.
Yeah, some people say that's too late. I think it's going to happen this week. I think it's going to happen Thursday, tomorrow morning. Nonetheless, do I think that has to do with the Hugh Jackman announcement? No. I think it's just coincidence. I'll be surprised if it was. But I really think because it's near the time frame when the Avengers Infinity War trailer came out, we all thought it was going to be Wednesday because it was last year around this time frame. But I guess they are waiting. So I'm assuming Thursday. But they got to do it quick because in a week or two, we're getting Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. And
Really?
Yeah, you don't remember that? Spider-Man Homecoming trailer came out in December.
But Far From Home doesn't come out until the end of next year.
Yeah, July.
No, it comes out in November.
No, Far From Home comes out in July. Pretty sure. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's July. Far From Home release.
Yeah, July 5th.
Yeah. So it's coming, that's coming out. The trailer's coming out soon. Sony does it way early, usually. So I don't know why they do it. Avengers does it about 4 months before a movie comes out. Sony does it 7 months. Now, do I agree with that strategy? No, but nonetheless, they're gonna be back to back with each other, these trailers. But I guess what do we what are our predictions for the Avengers trailer? Is it gonna be tomorrow? You guys think it's gonna be next week? What? We'll start with Inspector. I'm saying tomorrow.
I don't think it's gonna be tomorrow. Maybe next week. Oh no. Maybe they'll do it on Kimmel because they love putting trailers on Kimmel.
They could, but did they? Avengers Infinity War wasn't even on Kimmel last time, right? It was in the morning or something like that.
Maybe. Oh, I mean, they like putting it on shows. Maybe Good Morning America, maybe Kimmel. It's weird. They either put it early in the morning or late at night. They never put it in the middle of the day, which is when there's the most traffic on the internet.
Oh, the rumor is, we Collider is talking to Anthony and Joe Russo or whatever, and they're doing a Avengers screening or something like that, Infinity War. And some people think they're going to show them the trailer for Avengers 4 there. But we don't know if they're going to release it to us tomorrow or next week.
I don't think it's going to be tomorrow because they would have announced. I think they usually announce when a trailer's coming, don't they?
Yes and no. Infinity War, they did. They did a trailer before a trailer. They're like, oh, this trailer is coming out soon or something like that. Or in a day or two. Or I don't know. They did that for this one. But do they really need to hype up a trailer like that, though?
I mean, sometimes, I don't know.
They're at the point of the high point for Avengers now, with them breaking record sales and stuff like that with Infinity War. And this is a continuation story for Infinity War.
Oh no.
Because I feel like they're kind of like, you can make the comparison because of social media and stuff like that. They're like Rockstar with video games and stuff like that. Like, they can put something out and they don't need to go on a show or something. They could do it early in the morning and bam, gets all those views.
Yeah.
True.
Because of the social media platform we have nowadays.
There's people who are waiting on that, bro.
I mean, I'm freaking waiting.
They know them views coming too. Like, oh, they be jumped on that.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'll go with Talati. When do you think this trailer is coming out?
Next week.
Think next week?
Yeah, I don't see it being it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like 2 days ago, somebody made a video stating, "Oh, Avengers Project's going to be tomorrow." Never turned up.
Mm-hmm.
So, the only thing I can say is it's going to probably be either on a TV show like Inspector said, or Good Morning America. So who knows?
All right. What about you, Jacob? You think it's coming out tomorrow? You think it's coming out next week, or?
I don't really have no opinion because like, oh man, sorry. I don't really like look forward to when they do like the trailers or whatnot. Like I don't know anything about the schedule or whatnot. I just like usually just watch the movies when they come out.
Yeah. Feel that.
But I mean, if it does come out, I would be happy because I really need to like see that man.
Mm-hmm. I feel that. I guess we can talk about the reception for movies and then the box office for a certain movie. Aquaman. It's been getting really good reviews or good reception or reactions and whatnot. That's good. I know some people who did the headlines. It's better than The Dark Knight or something like that. I was just like,
yeah, there's.
I hate when people do that stuff.
Yeah, I hate when people do that. It's like, oh, it's like a Marvel movie. It's like a Phase 1 Marvel. It's like you can do a reaction without comparing it to the other company.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they really can't because like you got to compare it to what's.
I know, but I mean that comparison is very egregious, though. Saying it like, oh, it's like a Phase 1 Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I can understand that.
Like I'm not like I understand what they're going for, but you could at least say like, oh, it's a fun, like adventurous movie. You can say it without using the Marvel comparison.
Yeah.
Like I get what they were trying to say, but it's just the way they said it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get you though.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I think it's good. I think it's really good for them. Come on. Well, I don't want to say coming off the heels of Justice League, but for solo movies, coming off the heels of Wonder Woman is good. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing it.
And
I don't know when's it supposed to be coming out again.
December 21st.
Okay, I could, definitely see it Thursday night then.
I asked for Thursday off. Got Thursday off, and I also asked for the 15th off because that's when the early screenings are. Because Amazon Prime is doing early screenings. If you have Amazon Prime, you can get early tickets.
Wait, they did that with Jumanji for Sony. I don't know if they're doing it for us though. Here, or is it all across the world?
It's all across the country.
Oh, really? Huh.
I don't know if it's worldwide, but I know it's nationwide.
I mean, they did it with Sony, so they should do it with Aquaman.
I think that's smart. And as for the reactions, I mean, some of them are like most of them are like really positive. Some of them are like kind of mixed to positive, like more on the positive side of mixed than negative. A lot of them are saying like it's very adventurous, like it's like Star Wars meets Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I
heard that type. Mm-hmm. I like that. Everyone's praising like the chemistry between Momoa and Amber Heard, and praising Black Manta. I mean, I think we all thought Black Manta would be awesome through the trailers.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not surprised that Black Manta is getting a bunch of buzz. I mean, not that I care about these reactions because I was going to see the movie anyway. Like, I don't know why people put so much like focus on like reactions and like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff. Like, when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes, probably like mid 80s. I don't expect it. Like, I expect mid 80s at the highest, probably low 70s at the lowest.
I think it'll be 85.
Yeah, like I don't think it's gonna be like at Wonder Woman level, but like because Wonder Woman got a 92, and I'm not saying that like Rotten Tomatoes matters because I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes, but like I think it's gonna be around like in the 80s, just because it's like I'm looking forward. I keep stuttering, sorry, but
It's all good.
I'm really looking forward to it. It just looks like the Jeff Johns Aquaman run come to life, and that's often considered like one of probably like top 2, top 3 Aquaman runs next to like Peter David and like another one that I can't name right now. Like Jeff Johns and Peter David are like the 2 biggest Aquaman runs. But I'm really looking forward to it. Like Ocean Master looks great. Vocal looks good. The costume looks great. The everyone says the effects look great. So I'm really looking forward to it. What do you think, Talati, about all the reactions to Aquaman?
Sorry, was
the Aquaman reactions. What do you think? All the positive reactions.
Oh, I think it was really good reaction, brilliant. Can't wait to see it. I've seen the trailer myself. I saw the trailer, the extended trailer as well. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait till that movie comes out.
Yeah, I saw the extended trailer in IMAX in front of Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
And it looked like I've seen it a bunch of times, like on my laptop, but seeing it like an IMAX was so good.
I feel that. Before changing subjects, because we got get Jacob's opinion. I heard a lot of people, because you watched Fantastic Beasts, Cousin Grindelwald. I heard that some people think that J.K. Rowling should not do a screenplay again for that movie. What do you think about that? Because I heard that authors, when creating screenplay, it's very difficult to translate or to go over from book to writing screenplays. It's hard for a lot of authors to make that way to do something like that.
I mean, I didn't mind Fantastic Beasts. Like, I wasn't that harsh in it. I enjoyed it. It's really hard for me to like hate a movie. Because like either I like a movie or like movies are just okay to me. Like I've only outright hated like probably 10 movies that I've seen out of like the hundreds that I've seen. So like I don't want to be that harsh on J.K. Rowling. So
okay. All right. What about you, Jacob? What do you think about the positive reactions for Aquaman?
It's good. Like, you never want the movie to come out and do bad. Like, I'm not, like, I haven't even seen any of the Aquaman movies. Like, I'm not into DC like that. Oh, man, sorry to say that. But I do plan on going to watching them eventually. But like, it's just trying to figure out which ones are good and which are bad. Cause like, I'm not sitting there watching no bad movie, bro.
Okay, yeah, I feel
it.
I guess. Yep, we'll go into the Spider-Verse. I was surprised about that, but Spider-Verse, starring Miles Morales, and it came out. I think it's it's with screenings, so it's not with all critics, but it's around 16 to 18 critics, I think. Is at 100% Rotten Tomatoes. Surprised a lot of people. Surprised myself. Didn't think it would be that high. I'm not saying because I didn't think the movie. I just did not think it would be, that praise. I didn't think that would happen. And does this make me, want to see the movie more? And when I have money, yeah, sure. But it's interesting hearing how people are like, really liking, the the movie a lot, and it's really good for them. It's like what was it, Lord Miller or something like that did the directing or something like that.
I think so. I think it was Lord Miller.
That's crazy though, because they went from like Han Solo to this.
Yeah, Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
Yeah,
they did a screenplay. I don't know if they directed it. Yeah, just go on. I'll keep looking it up. It was directed by Peter Ramsey, Rodney Rothman. Like, I don't know these guys, but it was directed by those guys.
Yeah, but that's insane. Say the least. I was very surprised on how well it did, and do I think it's going to stay at 100%? No movie. No, it's very rare for a movie to do so.
Yeah.
What do you think, Inspector?
I think it's good. Like, I was gonna see it anyway. Like, the animation still looks a bit wonky to me because it's not like my style of animation. It's very stylized and like kind of weird looking. But I mean, like what I've heard is that it's always like the best comic book movie of the year, the best Spider-Man movie of like all time, and like a lot of people said Homecoming was the best Spider-Man movie of all time, and like I liked Homecoming, like I wouldn't put it above Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, that's what I was.
But I'm looking forward to this. It looks interesting. I like that. But what they also announced was that they're making like a Spider-Gwen movie.
Yeah, they're in talks of making a Spider-Gwen movie.
They're in talks of making a Spider-Gwen movie, or like a girl Spider movie with a bunch of Spider Girls with Gwen leading the team, which sounds interesting. And also a sequel to Spider-Verse is already in talks. I'm happy that's at 100%. I don't think it's going to stay at 100%. I think it's probably going to even out around probably 94, 95. Like all Marvel movies do. Like Black Panther started at 100% and it went down to like 92, 93. Yeah. Like, as for box office, I think opening weekend, I'm not gonna say 100. It might make 100 million, but I'm going like 85-ish, like 85 million opening weekend. It's totally gonna destroy Mortal Engines. Mortal Engines has no chance that weekend. I don't know why they put Mortal Engines in that weekend, the Peter Jackson movie. That's gonna get trounced by Spider-Verse. But I think Spider-Verse is gonna have trouble in a second weekend, mainly because that's when Aquaman and Bumblebee come out. And I don't know how much legs it will have post its first weekend.
That's where it's like when movies are put in this tight spot with all these movies coming out.
Yeah,
it's like you're not gonna maximize what you could have gotten.
It's like the Homecoming, Planet of the Apes, Dunkirk situation.
It is what it is. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's like they put it on the wrong place, but like it'll still make money.
Yeah,
it won't make as much as where it could have been in a different month. But
I mean, I think originally it was supposed to come out on the 21st, but then they moved it up to the 14th. So, I mean, at least they moved it up a week, because having Bumblebee, Aquaman, and Spider-Verse in the same weekend, that would have been like disastrous for the box office. But like for all three of the movies. but like it's also gonna have to deal with Mary Poppins, which is a Disney movie coming out on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That whole week is full, and I don't know how that's gonna work out with all the studios, but whatever. Taladia, what are your thoughts on the Spider-Verse reviews and how good it's
I
doing?
I thought I think it's doing really well. I can't. I think I just can't wait to see how the way how they how the storyline plots out.
Yeah.
And the whole sequel thing. I don't know how they're gonna put. Firstly, I don't know. The Spider Verse thing. I'm hoping that they're gonna do Spider Geddon as a type of thing for the next movie. Um, and the Spider Gwen. I think that's a really good move. I think that actually makes it more sense for them to do Spider Gwen uh than actually doing another Miles Morales story. So only time will tell, but I just think it's good that it's got some good reviews. So
Yeah, Jacob, what do you think about the news of them getting these scores for Into the Spider Verse?
I'm upset. I wanted it to fail.
Oh, damn.
I'm tired of no, it's good. Like it's good to see a Spider-Man of my persuasion out here doing good. So I'm happy, bro.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
No,
All right. Yeah,
like,
keep going.
No, I'm done, dog.
No. You gotta keep going.
Oh no, what? I forgot what I was gonna say now.
Oh my gosh, this man. Okay, well, I guess that is it. Well, we got the box office to talk about. I just find it interesting, just for numerous reasons. We're gonna talk about the headlines people said, and talk about what this movie did beat as well. It's not just one movie, but multiple movies. Because gotta be fair, But Venom in the box office is like 800 and something million, right?
Like 824,
24 million?
something
Okay.
like that.
Something
Like I know it's in the 820s, somewhere near there.
Yeah, I just find it funny that I know what they were trying to do. Oh, because it's an origin film, you're going to compare it to Wonder Woman, but you got to also compare it to Captain America. Got to compare it to Iron Man and Guardians of the Galaxy. You got to compare it to all of those films. But yeah, Venom. Okay, yes, it did beat Wonder Woman, but it also beat Captain America 1 and 2, Iron Man 1 and 2, Guardians of Galaxies 1 and 2, I believe, and Doctor Strange and Ant-Man the Wasp. Ant-Man and Ant-Man the Wasp. So, yeah, I mean, it beat a lot of the Marvel films. And it's on its way to almost beating Spider-Man Homecoming as well as Thor Ragnarok. So, which is crazy.
Unbelievable.
It's insane. Like it did a lot. So Sony, like in terms of profiting for this year, they're making bank. Jumanji, they made bank with this. They're making bank with. Hopefully, with Into the Spider-Verse, like they're going on the up and up when it's coming to their movie division now. They're not failing as much as they were in the past. But I guess we can start off with you, Inspector. What do you think about this?
That's so nuts. Like, I don't know how Venom beat Wonder Woman at the box office. It's like all those movies, like maybe except for like all those movies, I think are better than Venom, and yet Venom beat them at the box office. I even think Iron Man 2 is a really fun movie to watch with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like Venom is too, but like not in the way Iron Man 2 is. Because there's actually enjoyable parts of Iron Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sam Rockwell. But Venom was so bad it was hilarious. but I'm looking at the box office numbers right now, and 74% of the box office is foreign box office.
Yeah.
So it made most of its money overseas. Like, it still made basically 212 million here, which is nothing to sneeze at, but it made most of its money overseas.
Mm-hmm.
But I still can't believe it beat Wonder Woman at the box office.
Yeah. So, Hadi, what do you think about this news?
It surprises me, really does, that it's beaten Wonder Woman. It also surprises me that it's doing really well. Of course, we're gonna get a sequel for it, but it's just shocking. It's really shocking to see that a movie that didn't do well didn't do well in terms of reviews, achieve this much, profit. So, the only thing I can say is DC needs to sharpen up their teeth with this next Joker movie. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. For that, what about you, Jigga? What do you think about how well Venom did in the box office?
I'm surprised because that movie, like looking at it, I would see it doing like average. It's like where it makes like a, a, a small profit, but like from what it seemed like that movie's making a lot of money. I'm surprised. I heard like all the reviews were like it's like a okay movie. It's a lot of like things in it that aren't good. So it's like I'm surprised it's making all this money. But hey, Marvel knows what they doing, I guess.
All right, I guess that is it for the episode. So, do want to say thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome. We're going to do our outros now, and I will announce a couple things also right now as well. Next week, it's a 50-50. We're going to do the podcast for a multitude of reasons. I have finals Saturday back-to-back. So I have it like 3 to 6, and then 6:30 to 9:30. So it depends on how much study I can get throughout the week, including Saturday and Sunday. It's just going to be a very busy week for me. So it just really depends if we can still do the episode. So just make sure to follow me on Twitter and find out and them as well. But also I know Twitch has changed their services, but I will still. It's either I'll live stream the Game Awards reactions on YouTube, or I'll do it on Twitch. I'm still going back and forth. I don't think nothing's going to happen with Twitch, but I just got to look more into it because I know other people are going to still do it on Twitch, so I don't know if they're going to actually crack down on stuff like that, like E3 reactions and Game Award reactions, because if they do, that's going to be kind of insane, and I hope Twitch gets a lot of complaints if that's going to happen. But make sure to follow me on Twitch at RedHood420. Don't expect any like gameplay live streams until I'm done with finals, which is probably next Saturday. I'll live stream a little bit because I still have like online finals, but those are my physical finals, like actually having to study for during college, like being there. But nonetheless, I will get back to it. Persona 5 streams, Kingdom Hearts streams, and maybe some Red Dead streams and stuff like that. But also follow me on Twitter at redhead240 to get more, info and updates, as well as, I tweet some interesting things here and there. But make sure if you're watching this as a, video, to hit that like button. Shows us your appreciation, and, make sure to hit us up in the comment section below what you agree with, what did you not agree with. Be interesting to hear your guys' point of view on these topics. But Jigga, where can they find you at?
You can find me at Twitch, Jigga April, and Twitter, Jigga April 1. Those usually where I'll be at. So if you want to talk to me, hit me up there.
And Talade, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Twitter, which is at mteladia. You can also find me on Twitch, which is Teladia Plays. You can also find me on YouTube, which is also Teladia Plays. I want to also just announce that I am also be doing a big thing for my YouTube channel, which is going to be huge, and also on Twitch, which I'm doing Spider-Man PS4. I've still got to complete the DLC and also Red Dead 2 online. So hopefully soon. If you guys like the content that Red Hood does, and also what I do, you can pop by. And yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, and Inspector, where can they find you at?
They can follow me on Twitter at the Inspector. That's pretty much all I have since my other podcast is on hiatus, sadly, for the for the not so distant future.
Yeah, and didn't you have an article come out?
Oh yeah, I did. I had an article come out last week during the holiday. It's about my favorite spy comics. So check that out at batmansbookcase.com.
Yeah, I saw one was with Dick Grayson or something like that.
Yeah.
I was looking at it, reading some of it. I still got to read the rest of it. But it was good. Good. Be sure to check that out, guys. And guys, this is the Overleveled podcast. Signing off.
Bye, guys.
Oh my gosh.
God, Chica.